Hello and welcome to the channel. So got a really tasty amp to look at this time. This is a Fender Showman, beautiful blonde, and I put a bit of a YouTube short up for this amp, and we've got the matching cabinet as well. So this is from the mid-60s. It's got a problem with the tremolo, but the guy wants me to take a look at it, check it out, make sure there's no other problems with it. First problem I've actually found is this power cable is rubber, and you can see there it's beginning to deteriorate, so I'm afraid that will have to go. This is on 110 volts. Remember, I'm in the UK, so we're on 240, so we'll need a step down transformer to run this amp, but it's really tasty. So what we're going to do is get it out of the cabinet. I mean, you've all seen these before. It's you've got a couple of channels: normal channel, just a volume, treble and bass; vibrato channel, volume, treble, middle bass, and then we've got speed and intensity for the tremolo. We've got a bright switch on each channel. Let's swing it round and look at the back. So the voltage selector's been removed and we've just got a hood. We've got the ground switch, familiar Fender ground switch there, 2.5 slow blow fuse. Got on standby speaker, extension speaker, vibrato pedal for the tremolo. Let's check this fuse, shall we, before we power up. Well, this one's 4 amp, so not good. 4 amp. And you can see protruding under here is the gumption. So we've not seen the gumption for a while. Right, let's get this out of the cabinet, get the back off, get out the cabinet, and we can have a good look at it. Right, these tubes are just huge. It says this amp uses 6L6s. There is a tube map in the side of the amp, tube chart. But these are nothing on them. They look like 6550s or KT88s. What does that say? 6550, I think. We'll need to. I need to put some bigger glass because that's very faded. 6550s made in China. Really? Let's just, I don't think the camera will focus in on this. It might do. Can you see that there? Twist it a few ways. A little bit bigger. How big we can get it. See it there? Made in China. Turn it there, look. Yeah. 6550s. Well, transformer is 606 Schematic, and that is 64 third week, 1964 third week. I think that's 1964 15th week, and this is Schematic 606 1964 13th week. Let's have a look at these preamp tubes. See what we've got. That's a groove tubes, you can see there. What's that? Gunk. Now this is just an assessment video on this amp. Not sure what that is, but yeah. So just an assessment video. What we're looking for is just what parts we're going to need to sort this amp out, and it gives the customer a chance to see inside his own amp. 12AX7 Softtech. 12AX, yes, 12AX7 Softtech, that one. And 12AX7 Softtech. So these output tubes are not the right tubes for this amp. They are not. Shouldn't be in there, in my opinion. 6550s are not right for this amp. And does beg the question that if we've got the wrong tubes, what else have we got when we turn it over? So let's look under the doghouse. That's got to be the next thing, hasn't it? See what's under here. It's quite a big doghouse. Well, we may find a Rottweiler under here. It's so big. What's going on with that then? Oh, I'm missing something with that. I have to be very careful. They're the original caps. You can almost tell they were going to be the original caps. Look how it's ripped off the... Oh dear, look at those. Yes. Astron. Minimite. '64 17th week. I think those are about over. Let's just get in and have a look. The gimbal doesn't like being tilted down. Let's hone in so you can see them. Yes, bless them. They've you can see the dates on those. So yeah, I think that's 6417. That one's obviously the same, but the labels got ripped off with the sticky back. 20 microfarad. What's this one? Is these two the same? Can't really see on that one as well. Is that 64 8th week? And why swap one and leave all the others in? How strange. They really do need to come out. My word, they do. They've been in there a long time. Those are as old as me. I was born in 1964. So they are 62 years old. They need to come out. This one, we no telling when that one got put in there. Those caps are shot. I'm not even going to run it up with those. No way. Not an amp of this caliber. Well, we've got all the original blue moulded caps. We've got the original Mallory's. What's this? I don't like the look of that at all. I don't know whether they used to. That's obviously not original. But that's very poor. So we've got the capacitor, original capacitor on the bias here. We just tilt over. We've got the original bypass cap here, original smoothing for the bias here, original diode. That really needs to go. That needs to go. Is this the death cap? Looks like it. That doesn't really need to be in there on a three. Is this a 3-prong cord? Yes, it is. grounds on the transformer, so that's got to be moved. The screen resistors have been changed, looks like quite recent. Not sure whether what are those, 2 watts, 3 watts, and they really need to be 1k, so they need to be changed. Too small. Just not. I'll have to look on the schematic and see what this. I'm sure that's not original. I've not, to be honest, I've never seen inside one of these. They're quite rare amps, Showmans. I've got a cap on top of the bias pot as well, so we need to see if that's on the schematic, because that's definitely not original. That's definitely, that isn't. So everything else in this amp looks original except for that death cap's been swapped and these screen resistors have been changed. Let's just have a bit of a go with this, just because we can. I'm just trying to stop the glare of the chassis as well with a light. Maybe just turn that in a bit. A little bit better. Let's try these Mallory's just for entertainment value. 33.3 at 4.1 ESR and should be 25. E's all over for 4.1. E's all over, madam. They'll still work though. That one says in circuit leaky, so that one may have to be tested out of circuit. Let's try this one. And that one's already tested because I didn't get the ground off in time. Well, that one says 34, so we can bet he's leaky. Let's go to the other half. And that is 32.6 microfarad at no ESR. So those are fared better, but still way over. This thing is 60 microfarad. And that measures in circuit leaky. That's, oh hang on, that's fallen off, probably that's why. Let's try again. Now that's obviously got to be disconnected. Not everything reads in circuit with this, with the purple peril. Let's try the capacitor on the bias. And that is 35 microfarads at 0.23, so that's still functioning. But let's try this thing on here. 50 microfarads at 150 ohms. Thumb wincing me a bit there. 58 at no ESO. 50, that's gone up a bit, yeah. So yes, but nice, the original blue moulded caps are in there. That's really good. But yeah, so these Mallory's really need to go. The one on the bias definitely, I mean these do, they need to go. This we need to check to see what it's if it should be here. And this also we need to check to see if it should be here and why it's here, if it shouldn't be. Something must have been there before because it's J-hooked. That cap's also looking a bit pimply and I think it's split, so what else? So the tremolo is are these 3 capacitors here. So the tremolo does, obviously I'm not going to power this amp up with those caps. That really wouldn't be wise at all. But we need to look at the tremolo. We've got the roach here and those 3 capacitors, but we don't know until we fire this amp up. We don't know what the problem is with the tremolo. And of course the other problem with this amp is it does have the wrong tubes in. Should this amp really have 65550s in? I don't think so. Right, so we'll have to look at it on the tablet because Unfortunately, I've run out of printer paper because I'm a plank. So let's look at the bias circuit first of all. 471 watt resistor. Yeah, we've got that. 25 microfarad at 50 volts. You can see the 10k pot. Let's get something to point with. We'll use this. So 10k pot there. No capacitor on top of that pot, so that isn't original. I didn't think it was. So that's that. In fact, let's look at the layout. So there's the pot there. Now what I want to see, so what I'm looking for is that capacitor, which is that one there. I've turned the lights down so because it'll be glaring on the screen. It's him we're looking for. And he's connected, so just looking where he is connected, or shouldn't he be there? I don't know. Maybe someone's tacked that in because the caps were getting tired in there, so they've put that in for extra smoothing. I don't know. I'm going to have to sit down and study this scheme. I mean, some of you will already know with the States because you've worked on these regular, but we don't see these very often in this country. They're very rare. You don't see that many Bassmans, but this amp is really rare. So yes, if we look at the schematic, I've lost my pointer now. How rude. So if we look at the schematic, we've got 2 caps there and 3 there, and we've got 5 in the Doghouse. Sorry about that, it's just the light. So I don't see any other caps on there. Tap that, get the focus back, there we go. I don't see any other caps on there, so he shouldn't be there, I don't think. I don't think he should be there. I think they've made that it look really, when you look, if you look, see if we can get over there and have a look at the other side of that cap. So if we look, you might be able to see here, there's a, I think what they've done is sewed this J hook on and then put the cap through, where I thought there's been something there previous and they've J hooked to the original wire, but I don't think that now. So that, let's just tap that. So there we go. So just for a recap of, again, of what this amp needs. It needs, full recap, he needs to go. He shouldn't be there either. The death cap needs cutting out. It needs a new power cord. The fuse is wrong. It's 4 amp, it should be 2.5. Screen resistors need upgrading up to 1k. Obviously that'll just come in the full recap, any of the capacitors. That includes the ones in the Doghouse. And then we need to address this tremolo. Obviously we need to clean the tube socket, the usual deal that we need to do, but that's all part of a service. Just spotted something else there. What is, oh, of course, that's where they've cut out the voltage selector, and they've shrunk those and popped them down there. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're safe enough. Yep. So that's what those are for, just the other tappings on the primary. And in part 2 we'll also be having a look at the cabinet. We're going to take that apart and find out what's rattling in it. The cabinet is huge, so it's the matching cabinet in blonde, so you wait to see that in part 2. So yeah, so I'm afraid that's going to do it for this one. So I shall let the customer view the video and then we'll take it from there. So that'll do it for this one. So thanks for watching. You all take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.